I'm back. You're so ridiculous. I am. Do you guys like this? This is what I'm doing. You see it? I'm sitting on a picnic table at the elderly center. I love elderly people. They're usually Trump supporters. True. Well, I've always gotten along with old people. It's so weird. Like, I'm the dirtiest person. Like, I am so foul-mouthed. But my last name is gross, okay? It's fine. It's fine. God wants me to be this way. I mean, how else am I supposed to interpret that? I am so crass. I have, like, Berlin schnoz or whatever the fuck it's called. I've never even left the country. I always wanted to leave the country. I always bitched about the country. I'm like, why do you want to leave? This is, like, the best place to do what you want to do. But maybe not. I don't know. I'm just going to do it until they tell me I can't or whatever. And then I'll just find somewhere else to do it. I just won't do it in the places where they tell me I can't. A lot of people are just so obsessed with like, oh, I have to do this here, I have to do it there. But I guess that's the beautiful thing about being a crazy person, as they would call us. Like, you're already used to just being out of the world, so you don't rely on the world. All these other people, all these normies, all these earth people, like, they rely heavily on the world. Whatever's going on in the world, they want to be part of it. They want to know all about it. It's like, I'm in the world and I analyze the world, but I don't like it. Okay. So I told myself that I was gonna do this song. But I have a problem doing the stuff that I tell myself I'm gonna, because then there's always something else that I tell myself I gotta do. See? That's what happens in my brain. You heard it. And I can channel my keyboard. Annie Clark does that. St. Vincent, she does that with her guitar. So our subject. All of my idols support Planned Parenthood. All of my idols, they're all fiberals, and they're full of Marxist garbage. All my idols. And I'm so glad that I started reading the Word, 'cause I know that I have seen and I have heard everything that they're talking about, and I feel so grateful. And I didn't feel that way for a long time. I always thought this was a curse. But now I'm seeing that God chose me to have this. And the people in your life, I feel like they're in your life for a reason. They're supposed to teach you something. And if they teach you nothing, just get rid of them, because they're a dime a dozen. And just saying that, I'm throwing them a bone. A mighty big bone. Because honestly, I don't even think they're worth a penny. Speaking of pennies, the Federal Reserve, all they need to do is show up in a parking lot, and they can gather all that change that they need. I got plenty of it. My house is gonna be a museum, because I'm already a museum. You're not even at 5 minutes and you're already doing it. Well, I've also been talking, and I've been going on and on and on, and I was crying earlier. And that has a lot to do with it. If I start crying, then I really come into it. And so many people in society that would tell you that crying's a bad thing. Well, not if you're crying about the right thing. always cry about the right thing. Damn it. I do. Dude, you were gonna do that song for Kanye, but you never did it. Oh, yeah. I have a song for Kanye. It's so weird. My last channel, I totally bitched about him and Kim Kardashian, but it had nothing to do with, like, I don't know, anything political. It was like, just, I thought he was an ass. He still is kind of an ass. I mean, that's part of it. When you're mental ill, it makes you kind of an ass because of, like, how much more you have than all these people that think they're all fucking special because they hate the president, okay? You've got way more than them, okay? They don't have to deal with all your shit. Like, he has a gift from God, and because he has his gift from God, they don't understand gifts, and they definitely don't understand God. They don't get how God works. But I'm one of those crazies that thinks I'm a prophet, and I'm like, dude, Isaiah keeps talking about you. So I told myself that the branch of Jesse, I don't know if you guys know about that part of Isaiah, but I'm convinced that it's either Donald Trump or me. I love how you're comparing yourself to Trump. I feel like everybody that sticks up for him has to, because of all the shit that we have to put up with, all because we support somebody doing the right thing. I mean, he's completely vilified by everybody. Everybody prominent, everybody important. And you can say, oh, well, that's with good reason. That's because of what he's doing. But it's like, how do you know what he's doing if, like, the media is reporting stuff that's not true? And then they twist the stuff that is happening, and they twist what he's saying in his press conferences and at his rallies. And really, they don't even have to try. They could just let him talk, and he would do himself in because he's such a straight shooter. But they don't know how to shoot. Of course, they don't like guns. I don't like guns either, but I don't think we should take them away. Who's taking them away? Furthermore, who is that? Are we gonna throw them into the sea? That'd be cool if they did that shit. Then all the amphibians and the sharks and the octopuses, they can defend themselves from all that debris, all that pollution, all those posters, so many posters in the sea, so many posters. Why do people feel the need to make posters more than they want to read? I mean, I made a poster one time. Oh, the Occupy movement. Yes, I told you guys I used to be a liberal. Went to the Occupy movement. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. It wasn't fun. It was just a bunch of whiny cunts. And no, not just women. You have a problem with shaking the camera. Well, it's 'cause I'm always shaking. Oh my God. Sorry, I just noticed, like, I'll notice things behind me and I'll be like, wow, or I'll be horrified, or I'll think that something's there that isn't. You're so fun, man. Yeah, see, we're like best friends, me and me. You know, why would I need anybody else? And, you know, JC's there. JC, he's always fucking here. But, I mean, he's always shaking his head at my ass. But, really? Okay, you are too gone. I really do believe that weed is like something that we're supposed to understand, just like we're supposed to understand ourselves. If it has all these positive psychological components to it that can make us sort of go into ourselves and into our brain and what we think about, and it's like this kind of one of the really awesome things about marijuana is how it allows you to think more deeply about stuff that I guess maybe normal ass people don't give a fuck about. But I think that it gives you this sense of awareness. Like, it makes you become aware of certain aspects of your life and decisions that you've made. And I think I have a guilt complex about it because of my parents. And also, not to blame them. I mean, they're just from another time. They were from propaganda, reefer madness time. They believed all that bullshit because they trust the news. So, they're sheep. And they've never even smoked weed. Now, I don't think that anybody should do that if they don't want to, but it's just like, if you don't know what you're talking about, then you can't really judge somebody that does. That's how I feel about it. I know a lot about it. And not just about the plant itself, but CBD as well as, psychological problems. Hello, So I don't understand why anybody would judge me for that shit. It's like, dude, I'm medicating my own way. Why is it cool for a doctor, a cockamamie head doctor? I like that. Doctor! Such fucking unreliable pieces of shit. Okay? They're just as bad as the news people. They're working with the news people. Shit. It's crazy that they don't see it. I mean, I talk to doctors. They don't know. They're like, why is this? Why are they doing this? I'm like, well, I could tell you, but it'd take a long time. I promise I don't have lace. I'm just scratching because I feel like it. Okay? Anyway, I am very amused by myself, and that is one of the cool things about being myself. They don't want you to have a relationship with yourself. They don't want you to have a relationship with God. That's the closest thing that you can be to God, is like when you have a relationship with you. Because God made you. God made you to be authentically yourself and give away the gifts that He's giving you. That's why God made you. So many people don't know that. You always do that. Accidentally. You always change the sound. Yeah, it's because I get distracted. I did it on stage the other day, and they really liked it. I don't remember what it was about. Suicide. Yeah, I have a very lighthearted view of suicide. Mainly because, I've always joked about it. But I'm not suicidal anymore. I used to be. But when you find God, you can't be suicidal. I mean, when you really have God close to you, it just changes your perspective on things. You see, look at this leaf. It's so beautiful. You're just I would do this stoned or unstoned, okay? I would be the exact same. It's just I'm more magnified when I do this, okay? Get mad at me all you want. Coulter, get mad at me all you want. She hates weed. Why does she hate weed, though? Probably because she doesn't understand how it's supposed to work. I think that she hates weed. I have this personal theory about her. She hates weed because she's a deadhead. Now, this was definitely news to me when I found this out. But it makes perfect sense why she hates potheads now. if she's gone to all these Grateful Dead concerts, then she's probably had to smell a lot of pot. And it's annoying. Like, it's annoying being around people that all they care about is drugs. And it's... Exactly. It's annoying. You know, people are like, oh, where are we gonna go out? Where are we gonna hide? You know? I know, I used to be like that. I used to be like a drug addict, but I don't feel that way now. Because I have God in my life. Because it's like, you can't behave like you used to. You have a different perspective on it. But I know that I have a goat complex because of my parents, and I know that I have a goat complex because of coulter, and I know that I have a goat complex because of fucking Alcoholics Anonymous, you know? You can't be a stoner. I don't even feel like a stoner anymore. Yeah, it's weird. It's still something positive, though. That's the thing about it. It's still positive. But they don't see it that way because they promote the same bullshit. There are a lot of people in AA, they promote all that secular shit. They promote science, they promote psychiatry. There are a bunch of people in AA, it's not even, like, a higher power. Like, they call themselves, like, secular AA. I was just like, that's not AA. Like, anyway. Hey, look at that beautiful shit, babies. Oh my goodness. That's so beautiful, so beautiful. Yeah, that was the elderly center. That's where I'm gonna vote for Donald J. Trump. I voted for Marsha Blackburn and immediately wanted to shoot myself. Mainly because I hate politicians so much. But I was like freaked out about socialism and all this shit. And I made sure that I was registered to vote. Because I didn't vote in the last 2 elections. I definitely didn't vote in the midterms. I didn't vote in my county or anything like that. Local elections make more sense. But the way they've got it set up, this hasn't been a republic for a while. It's so weird that people think that it is. You were gonna do that song about Kanye. True. Okay, I'll be back.